He's giving me very much boy sermon pastor-y, which I probably shouldn't be saying. Hey y'all, it's Necey Dixon. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, welcome. Thank you so much for clicking my video, and shout out to all of y'all who are returning. If you're a returning subscriber, then you already know that I did not post a video last week, and to be all the way real, it was a filler episode. I don't like making videos, leaving the same commentary, having the same conversations with y'all, and I'm sure y'all get tired of hearing me saying the same thing. So whenever I'm not making videos, I think it's nice for y'all to know that y'all can always keep up with me on Instagram and also on Twitter. If I'm not making a video, I'm often tweeting throughout the live show. I'm also tweeting about my other reality TV shows that I love. I'm one of those black girls that like The Bachelorette. I also love my Lifetime and Married at First Sight, so be sure to follow me on Twitter and follow me on Instagram just to keep up. Another thing I wanted to call out before we get into this video is that we just recently made it over the 500 subscriber mark. So thank y'all for remembering to hit subscribe. Thank y'all for watching my videos. And for that reason, I kind of want to start something new. I want to start shouting out, one of my favorite comments, whether it was something wild, something I agree with, or something all out crazy, because some of y'all be coming crazy. So for the video before last, my subscriber shout out goes to Caitlin Porter. My favorite part was Candiace's tears are too much. She needs to boss up, press your charges, and move on. Monique keeps digging herself in a bigger and bigger hole. Exactly, Caitlin. Here's the comment right here, word for word. Thank you for watching my video and subscribing. Y'all be sure to leave comments, like, subscribe, so that way I can shout you out in the next video. I want to get to know y'all just as y'all are getting to know me on screen. But I think that sums it up for the intro. Y'all ready for tonight's video? Let's go. All right, y'all. So opening up the episode, we have Giselle ring shopping with Juan, and is it me, or would Giselle be the last person that I want ring shopping? The last person. Based on this season's fashions, I'm good on it. I'd have to elect somebody else. Speaking of elect, make sure y'all vote. Okay, next we see Monique getting ready for her Not For Lazy Moms podcast. She's sitting there with her husband's godfather, and she explains to him that she feels embarrassed. The first thing that I noticed in this scene is that she uses the word embarrassed multiple times. And I kind of think that's where it doesn't sit right with me, because I feel like the feelings that she's feeling and the tears that she is crying are tears of embarrassment for herself. I don't think it's for Candiace. She later on mentions that now all of a sudden she's starting to feel remorseful, and I feel like she's starting to feel that way because she's being iced out. If that whole meeting situation had ended up differently at Karen's house, where all of the ladies sided with Monique, I'm pretty sure she wouldn't feel that remorse. So I don't think it's genuine. I think she's embarrassed, like what she keeps saying. She also mentions that since everything turned legal, she doesn't have the opportunity to speak to Candiace. So, okay, I get that. Of course I get that. She was just so dead set on not feeling remorseful. And y'all keep in mind that this event at Karen's house was 1 week after the fight. And I think you had enough time to think about what really went down after the fight. So I'm not really with it. Anyway, Monique calls a few of the women. She calls Robin, Karen, and Wendy to invite them to her event because she wants them to see the change. And of course, Karen is like, I'm all in, I'm going to be there. And then who else did she call? Robin. Robin is real dry, but she still remains polite. She's like, okay, well, thanks for the invite. Let me think about it. Then lastly, she calls Wendy. And Wendy by far is the most opinionated person on this situation. Now, in my opinion, what makes the new girls really good new girls is that they come on the show very opinionated, not afraid to show who they are. We've seen that with Kenya Moore, just to name a few people. We even seen that with Ashley and Katie whenever they were on Potomac. So it's good that you're opinionating, Wendy. However, one thing about them tables is that they gonna turn. So for you to be new and be so opinionated, you might be backing yourself onto a corner or a team, Green Eye Bandits, that you might not want to be on. So for the aspect of, you know, being friendly, having some type of neutrality and alliance to be able to move throughout the show and move throughout the groups, you need to not be so opinionated. Like, I get it, I respect it, but it's just not smart in my opinion. Next, we get to see Karen and Ray at counseling, and I am loving that Karen and Ray are actually working on their marriage. We've seen some really ugly parts, but I think that's, you know, to come with 23 years of marriage. So I think that they're going to work it out. One other thing I wanted to call out is that Karen is actually wearing the cardigan dress that I want to get for my birthday. So I think that's a sign. I'm just going to go ahead and get it, y'all. And then one thing I want to bring up during Wendy's scene is that she's calling the ladies, inviting her to her event. Wendy's opinionated ass tells Gizelle that she's inviting everybody to her event except for Monique. So you're double downing on choosing a side. Okay, I respect it. Like in real life, I like for people to choose sides. But like I'm saying, it's not smart. Them tables gonna turn and you are backing yourself into a corner. She talks to Candiace, and Candiace makes it clear that she's going to talk to Karen at her event because she doesn't really feel like Karen has her back. All right, y'all. So fast forward, we get a Giselle and Jamal scene. And the only thing I really have to say about that, y'all, is... Anyway, their whole relationship to me is cringe. I cannot. I just can't. And it's like something about Jamal's whole tone of voice and just, oh yeah, I've been waiting for you. You know, I just been waiting on you to say that you wanted to take this to the next step. It's just like, he's giving me very much fuckboy and very much like sermon pastor-y, which I probably shouldn't be saying, but y'all, that's honestly how I feel about it. And I really don't have much to say about them. We have Monique's event. Monique says it is not really that crowded, and the only person who shows up is Ashley. So I really do think it's big of you, Ashley, to be supporting Monique, because if you were not filming with Monique, she wouldn't have anybody to film with. I do notice that the other girls have ulterior motives, especially the Green Eye Bandits, plus Wendy, because now she's with them. So I do realize that it's a messed up situation. However, Ashley, you and Gizelle were stirring stuff up before this happened. Y'all were gossiping about Monique and Candiace, and, you know, you're here gossiping again. So it's funny to see you take Monique's side. I already told y'all last video, I feel that Ashley is taking her side because Monique and Chris allegedly, or I'm just guessing, have the footage of Michael touching one of the cameramen in the basement of their home. Y'all remember a couple seasons ago? Comment below. And I honestly think that's why Ashley is riding so hard for Monique, because Monique said they didn't have the footage, which is probably a lie. So Ashley and Monique are talking at the event, and Ashley ends up telling Monique that Karen, when speaking to Candiace, says, if I were you, I would press charges. Y'all, don't forget that Karen told her, if you feel so strongly, I would press charges, which is still her remaining neutral. So I think that Karen has been walking a fine line, so much so that Monique almost felt like Karen was on her side. So she feels betrayed once again by a friend, and I guess we'll see how that goes down. It's just all out messy. Karen is being neutral. I think she's the only one being mature in this situation. But you guys, that's from the outside looking in. Personally, from my experience, I don't like anyone to walk a fine line. You're either with me or you're not. Walking a fine line, I'm like, eh. But being that those two are both her friends, I respect Karen for not teaming up with the ops because they want to get Monique off the show. I still want to see Monique on this show. So I think she's being strategic in her moves and not fueling that fire that they're trying to say that Monique is dangerous and Monique is this and Monique is that. Like, girl, go sit down. How about Wendy hosting an event for empowering women, but Wendy not empowering the woman who fell from grace? How about Wendy not being able to extend grace to another Black woman? But I don't know, y'all. I honestly feel like Wendy is just talking the talk, and girl, the more that you are, you know, revealing who you are on this show, you were kind of giving people a reason to dislike you. Even the people who are not here for Monique, because I'm not here for what Monique did. Y'all, I'm not Team Monique. I ain't no barely about it. I'm not Team Monique. So Wendy anyway, Robin walks in her undercover, you know, secret agent costume, hiding from the IRS. And that wig, y'all, you know how they say, like, you around somebody so much, y'all start to look alike? She been around Gizelle so much, they starting to pick the same fashions. And it is a dangerous thing. That is just like, pay the taxes, like Candiace said. The biggest thing that we get from this event, great event, empowering Black women to vote, walk the walk, talk the talk, Wendy, that's all I'm gonna say. The biggest thing we get from this event is Karen and Candiace having a conversation. And y'all know how I feel. I told y'all personally, I like somebody to be in my corner. I don't like somebody to walk a fine line, but I definitely see maturity in Karen's situation, and I think she's being smart. Look at it this way, y'all. Karen is completely against Monique. Who wins at the end of the day? Neither one of her friends win. The Green Eye Bandits win. So I think Karen is just taking one for the team. And she got Candiace all the way together. Because she reminds Candiace that seasons ago, or even last season, Candiace was doing some crazy stuff and Karen rode for her. And she called her young lady. Like, let me tell you, Grand Dame is classy. I've been around this, you know, a few times. Shot her around the world was Karen telling Candiace, your mind is powerful, but so is your mouth. And that is what Team Monique has been saying this whole time. This is y'all's whole point and reason for siding with Monique. And y'all, I know Candiace talks crazy. Karen, kudos to you. I respect it. Thank you for not, you know, wavering. Because like I told y'all, at the end of the day, Monique or Candiace is not winning in this situation. The people who win in this situation are the Green Eye Bandits who want Monique off the show. So shout out to you, Karen. What I don't like is Wendy coming and intertwining herself in some stuff. Like, I understand wanting to solidify your spot on the show, but sweetie, like, it's not smart. It's not a good move. And one thing about Gizelle, one thing about Robin is that they're going to ride for each other and they will switch sides like who knows what. So while you're riding so hard for this, you know, side that you think you want to be on, like, think twice. The other thing I want to call out, speaking of Green Eye Bandits, is Gizelle telling the ladies what she heard from Wendy. And what she heard was that Karen got her husband out of tax issues. I don't understand what the whole conversation is. Ray is her husband. Why are you talking about Karen wanting the money back, for one? For two, why do you feel like you need to be the friend to Karen in this situation? Like, last episode was kind of cool. We kind of got a break from you and your shenanigans, Gizelle, but that's not smart. It's not genuine. You always kind of want to, like, you always do some slick shit, but then you want to make it seem like you're coming off nice. Like, oh, I just think I should be a friend to her. It should be me, not Candiace, because her and Candiace are rocky. Gizelle, you are the epitome of a mean girl, and I'm tired of it. From you trying to get Monique off the show to you bringing up this tax situation with Karen. And I thought it was real funny because Robin didn't really have nothing to say about the tax issues. And you should not, because you're the one still being undercover for the second episode in a row. So, yeah. Y'all, tonight's episode was pretty cool. We got to see which side was which. We finally got the conversation out of Candiace and Karen. And we also got to talk about how Monique felt about the charges being brought against her. We know that next week, the ladies are going to be announcing the trip. And Monique is also going to press charges in return on Candiace. So my questions for tonight, y'all, is really just the biggest question. How do y'all feel about Karen being neutral in this entire situation? Do y'all think that she's doing the right thing? Do y'all think she's doing the wrong thing? I told y'all, I respect it. I'll leave it at that. And then the next question I have for y'all is, what do y'all think about Wendy initiating herself into this Green Eye Bandits Club? I think that Wendy can talk the talk, but she's definitely not walking the walk. It's disingenuous. And based on what we've seen so far, maybe she should be on the team with the Green Eye Bandits. So y'all, thanks so much for watching this video. Like I told y'all at the beginning, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and follow me on Twitter, just so you can keep up with all my reality TV. With that being said, I thank y'all so much for watching, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.